Welcome back to Behind the Mask, and today we're going to be talking about our cloud platform, ServiceIAM. And with me today is Darran Rolls, who we're going to discuss the product with me.
Great, Andy, thanks. Yeah, great to be here. Lovely to be down here in South Africa. For those in the audience there that don't know me, as you know, I was a long time at SailPoint. I was the CTO at SailPoint for 12 years, and we've known each other for 7 years, 6 or 7 years maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe more than that, actually.
Time goes by, doesn't it, when you're having fun? Yeah. But, you know, as a great SailPoint partner, obviously that's when we first met each other. And I'm, as you know now, on the advisory board here at CyberIAM. And, happy to tell you a little bit more about what I do. Excellent. Thank you.
So you're on our advisory board. And how do you think we're doing CyberIAM in general?
Great. Well, as you know, I think it's a great company. For me, it feels a lot like SailPoint in some ways. A lot of great people, people that love the company, and you look after your people, you train them well, you're great to your customer. So it was a no-brainer for me coming on the advisory board. I love being on advisory boards because it's, as I've often said, it's the reviewing homework job, not having homework. So it's great you invite me in and we go through the plans, as you know, and it's just I bring some perspective and an opinion, and as you know, love identity, so it's a great one for me.
Yeah, and one thing you really bring to the advisory board is, obviously with your SailPoint background as from a software products, and obviously CyberIAM historically has been professional services, and obviously what we've wanted to do is to build our own software to help our managed services. So one of the things we want to talk about today is ServiceIAM. So we wanted to build a product that really had an overlay across all the other vendors, so we came up with this ServiceIAM concept. And what do you think is the benefit of what we're trying to build with ServiceIAM?
Well, as we've said, being a service provider means taking the customer's perspective. So one of the things I love about the ServiceIAM value prop is it's kind of a customer perspective of the identity management infrastructure. Having spent 12, 14 years selling that infrastructure to clients myself, it's very often, it's sort of hidden from its value. So as you know, what we're doing with ServiceIAM is providing a view of all of that expensive identity management infrastructure from the customer's perspective. Where are the gaps between the products? Where are things like trouble ticketing? How does it touch each of the individual products? And just taking a customer perspective, which I just think is the right place for software to be.
Yeah, and one thing I really like about the ServiceIAM platform is we get an overview of how an application is being managed across all the identity and privilege platforms, right? And it's the one place that we see that pane of glass, is the way I see it. So you've got an application that could be in SailPoint, or it could be in Beyond Trust, or it could be in CyberArk, and we're seeing that complete overview also mixed in with how it is in the Azure space as well.
Right, and obviously lots of services companies will believe they can write software, and I think one of the things that you've done, to your credit, is create something that feels like standalone software. The way it's managed, the way the team think about the use cases, the way they manage the life cycle of the product. It's kind of ISV level software, which is important. Yes, it supports your daily business of deploying product. I mean, you do it better than your competition because you have the software, but it also has the kind of quality metrics that you'd expect to see in a standalone product, and that's unusual.
And it's really important for me as co-CEO of CyberIAM is to have a separate business area. So we're not seen as a services company trying to write software, that we have done it properly. So we have a dedicated engineering team and development team, and that's really shown in the how good the product is.
Yeah, and I think that's you say about what's my role in as an advisor. That's all I've ever known, if you like. And so one of the things that I do quite regularly, as you know, is sort of come in and bring that perspective. How would this have been done differently if writing software to sell to people was your only value proposition? And I think you've done a really good job.
So where do you think we should take the ServiceIAM platform going forward? What should our future be?
Well, we've had one of the reasons I'm down here in South Africa is we've had a great forward strategy session over the last couple of days, and I think one of the great takeaways for me is this idea that today the product is there to support your staff and make the deployment of the individual products more customer oriented. the vision for the future of a standalone version of ServiceIAM, I think is really exciting, because if I was a CISO running a large identity program and I had all these products, I would like to be able to manage them myself. So therefore my ability to buy ServiceIAM myself, let my operations staff use it, I think is sticky. It's going to be the market's very ready for it, let's just say.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to know that we're building something that's going to be future-proofed and to help all our customers manage their environments a lot better.
Absolutely. And I think, you've got a very diverse worldwide team, and it's great to see, you might say the latest development and engineering practices being carried out by the team. So it's just an exciting thing to watch. It feels very much like, I would say a startup within, but it's got the sort of real software feel to it, which is something I've been keen to help prosper.
So I mentioned the app-centric, the application view of it. So what do you think is
would that be exposed to the customer?
Yeah.
So I think one of the unique perspectives that ServiceIAM brings is, as you say, that application-centric view, and it's something in the product that's referred to as the 360 view. And I just love the fact that the picture of the infrastructure starts with the application. So you see the app, and then you see the infrastructure that's supporting the app. All of the infrastructure products themselves, do it the other way around, right? It's kind of them, it's their product and their view of things. And so again, I think it just further shows this is a customer-centric view of things, and I think that's what customers want.
And also we have quite a few of the customer dashboards as well, and the way we can cut the dashboards is you can see the data across multiple vendors, so getting that one clear view. And I think the other thing that's really powerful is we're bringing our subject matter expert view of how to do services into a product so that the customers can then use that going forward.
Yeah, and I think some of the exciting things that we've been talking about this week that are in the future, accelerating the application onboarding value proposition so you can get applications in faster, the ability to see gaps. Again, it's how do you, when you have three separate products, how do you have one change trouble ticket that spans them all? Those sorts of views I just think are very unique. I think they'll sell very well. I think it's what, like I say, customers want to see and they can't get anywhere else. So let's give it to them.
Absolutely. Okay, I just want to say thank you to Darran Rolls again for coming and just talking about ServiceIAM, and thank him for coming down to South Africa for our week this week on the software workshop.